And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Jack Campbell, a first-round pick there on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Lock it in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Back to throw, Smith. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Geno now to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then to use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Smith. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. This is caught by Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing. Hooker. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. This out quickly to Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten to the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Go, Street. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Here's Hooker. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Bronco 80. Hey.
This to Laporta, right side. Touchdown, Detroit! Sam Laporta, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Oh, able to avoid him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Hooker's going to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Great pickup by Walker, who was the 2nd back off the board in the 2022 draft. But he was 1st among rookies in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and was Rookie of the Year runner-up.
And going right back to Walker. Fitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2nd and 6. Throwing is Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Seven Pirates.
Looking to throw, Hooker. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
79 Broncos.
Now Hooker. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Ranger.
Here's Hooker to throw it. That's complete to Laporta. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Dragon 60. Go.
3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Roll, roll, roll.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action. Here's Hooker. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. 27 yards there, a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Shifts past him at the 45. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Come 19, come 19.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And some strong running. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Mustang 19.
Hooker. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Back to Walker on first down. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Play action. It's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Falling in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Now on That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Gets around him. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone. It looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football. They also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Smith. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
65 catch.
Hooker on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And now Smith going to change the play. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 55 yards on the ground for him so far.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hendon Hooker, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Lions up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Well, we saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Sticking with Walker on second down. And now off to the races down the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Hey, we go.
One last throw here for Smith. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that